Hi, it's Steven at Classic Typewriter. This is a 1960s Smith Corona Super Sterling. Beautiful machine here. Now, I'm going to walk you through a few of the essential features. One thing I want you to note is that, let's start here. The carriage is most likely locked. That's this little switch here. And that will lock the carriage. And it also locks the carriage levers. When you push the carriage to the right, it unlocks it. Now, these carriage levers, because they're plastic, they are often broken off when you buy these. So these are hard for us to get. We've tried a few 3D printed ones. They haven't worked perfectly yet. This is the tab set and clear key. You set a tab, and then when you push the tab key, which is up here, it'll go to that point wherever you set it. You clear it self-explanatorily to clear it, and then it'll pass that. The bell rings at the end of the line. These are the margins, conveniently accessed from the front. This is the left side page guide, which slides. With this little switch here, you see how it says 1, 2, 3, single, double, line spacing. I think it's single, 1.5, and double. This does the color selector. Quite obviously, you can type in red or black, but only if you have a red or black ribbon installed. Just note that I'm going to open the case by sliding that forward. Try to make sure this is out of the way. This can scuff the machine. I wound onto original metal spools here. This has auto ribbon reversal, which when the eyelet on the ribbon hits this, it'll pull it and reverse the ribbon, or you can use this manual switch. Anything else on here? Just a very nice fluid typer. Generally hard platens, but the rollers will still generally work. Nice enclosed body and closed bottom. These sides flip up. I know this one's a little stiff. Well, they should just flip up like so. That allows you to access certain features. This one has a plate and it comes out pretty easily with this little switch, which is kind of a nice design. You stick that side in first, wiggle it back in, then this clips down. The back folds out too with a spring. This side folds out. I don't recommend folding these in and out very much because they often break, especially this part in the front that has to tuck under. These are often broken at various points. So generally you could just leave that part. And this is a 12 character per inch or 10 character per inch machine. You can tell when the ruler bar goes up to 80. Align left type guide. Make the margin so it works. I need to remove this rotator. I can't type at all. So that looks like that is triple, double, and one line spacing. Beautiful, beautiful typeface. Some typos there. Just mostly trying to show you how this works. It's this is kind of a big machine, relatively, though it'll definitely do the trick. There's a Sterling 12, which is identical except it has a 12-inch carriage. A little bit more cumbersome and wide. These are nice because they fit in a smaller case. Speaking of which, I'll show you the case for a moment. This is how these cases look from the 60s and 70s until they came out with these big brown plastic cases. Pretty solid. You'll see how there's a notch in the back that hooks into the back of the machine, and then it comes down onto the front. The notch goes into that hole, then it'll latch down into that cross-shaped hole. So you just essentially find where that fits. Make sure that's pushed down, that latches that in. Then you lock the carriage to make sure this is centered. Otherwise the case won't close, it'll hit that knob on this side. And then this latches like so. To open, you actually squeeze these. That undoes these latches here. And to get the machine out of the case, there's a button here you push up while simultaneously lifting the front out. And, you know, before this time, the top of the case came off so you could type on the bottom of the case. In these, they enclose the bottom so nobody needs to type in the bottom of the case. Sometimes this springs back, sometimes you need to push it back to lock it in. Voila. I know these cases hold dirt like a magnet. I've washed this multiple times. And there you go. Thank you so much. I'm Steven, Classic Typewriter. Hope you enjoyed that tutorial.